Right. Hey guys, Eli here, and on today's video I want to talk about the proper mindset when it comes to money. Now, of course, this is just going to be in my opinion, so I'm not a financial advisor, so always make sure you do your own due diligence and not just randomly listen to somebody on YouTube. Now, if you guys don't know me, I'm a person, of course, I used to be employed. I'm no longer employed, and right now me and my wife, we're generating our own income, and I just want to give you guys my mindset on the way I view money. All right, so without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so if you guys, if your first time here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. If you guys like to talk about personal finance and mindset, make sure you guys leave that thumbs up. Start, like I said before, subscribe, and make sure you guys comment your thoughts down in the comments below. Now, when it comes to looking at money, I already talked about it. Mindset. What is the right mindset when it comes to look at money? Now, in my opinion, I do believe there's two ways to look at this. There's employee-minded, and of course, there's owner-minded. And if you're talking about as far as employee, my mindset as an employee is, what's the minimum I can do to get the maximum results, to make the maximum money? Now, as far as an employer, or not employer, as far as an owner, the way I view it is, hey, what kind of work do I have to do to get the maximum results, maximum profit? That's how I view it, okay? Now, when you're looking at, that's the mindset as me. Now, if we want to look at companies, how do companies look at it? When they're looking at an employee, they're viewing that employee as an asset, right? But what's the least amount that they can pay that employee to get the most amount of work that they can get out of that employee? Now, how would an employee look at an owner? Now, you guys may say a company may not care about an owner. If it's not their owner, of course. But let's talk about their shareholders, right? Because if you buy a share of a company, technically you are an owner, all right? Now, their mindset as far as an owner, since you're investing in that company itself, they want to make you money. Now, when you look at an employee, they want to pay them the least amount of money, but they want to make that owner, the shareholders, they want to make their shareholders money. So once I realized this thought right here, I realized, hey, I was on the wrong side. I was truly on the wrong side. I remember there was a point in time where we was in a huddle when I was working, and then the boss or the manager at the time, a lot of people was huddling around. It's like, hey, why haven't we received our raise this year? And the manager was up front. He was like, hey, there's a reason why you guys haven't received your raise. Who wants to know why? Or who knows why? And nobody can answer. And I was like, I know. He looked at me, why? I was like, it's obvious. The investors. And he was like, exactly. Exactly. They want to make sure the investors make money. So the people that's actually going there and working on it, and even me, when I'm looking at a stock, I want to know, hey, how much are they paying their employee? What are they getting from their employee? If they're paying them this much, how much are they receiving back from the work that they're actually doing? That's what I want to know. I mean, I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but that's the world we live in today. Nobody said life is fair. That's just the world we live in today. All right, now that's pretty much a freebie. You guys, make sure you guys subscribe. That's all I'm charging, a subscribe and a like button for this kind of information right here. Now, I do want to show you guys, like, this is my opinion, of course. I'm just going to show you guys my opinion. This is not like fact. This is just what's in my brain. So if you guys agree, you guys agree. If not, then just watch and leave a thumbs up at the same time. All right, so we have this here. We talked a little bit about the mindset, right? I do want to talk about how I perceive employees, right? Now, as an employee, you get taxed the most, I believe, right? You get taxed the most. And, of course, as an employee, the amount of money that you can make is capped. There's a cap on the amount of money you can make. And the same thing goes with the time. There's a cap on the time because you only have 24 hours a day. You can't magically work 1,500 hours in one day. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I don't have that kind of time. We all given the same amount of time. Maybe some of you guys may be given, like, may have been dealt with 25 hours in that day. That's not me. And of course, you have to be there. You physically have to be there. Now, as far as owner, if we take a look at the owner, we just went through employee. If we take a look at the owner, right? You get tax benefits. You get tax benefit. I remember in 2019, the amount of money I paid in taxes on my W-2 form and the amount of money I paid in last year, or this year, last year for 2020, the amount of money I paid in tax was significant. I made more money as an owner than I did as an employee in 2019. I made more money in 2020 as an owner of me generating my own income and I paid less in tax. I did pay a lot in tax, but I paid a little bit less than I did when I was a employee. I paid a lot less. All right. Of course, I was able to take advantage of taxes. Get a lot of tax write-offs and things like that. So I realized I got more benefits when it came to taxes. All right. Now the potential. The next one is the potential of cash is unlimited. All right. Hey, 2018, I made way much more as an employee. Right now, in 2021 and 2020, I made way much more than I did as an employee. As an owner, than I made when I was an employee. I made much more. All right. And pretty much less time, a little bit less time. So that goes with flexible time as an owner. And of course, some of it is passive income. I'm able to generate passive income. Now, of course, you guys may say, hey, as an employee, there's benefits, there's 401k. Of course, we all know that. I'm just giving a bird's eye view here. Okay? That's how I see it. So, in my eyes, give me one moment here. Let me just mute my phone. All right. In my eyes, I view a owner gets more benefit than you do as an employee. So, comment down below. Let me know if you guys feel the same way. Okay? Now, what are companies' goals when it comes to employee? Like I said already, they want to pay you the least amount as an employee. They want to pay you the least amount. And what are the goals when you're an owner, especially if you own their stock? They want to make you money. So you look at a company, if you're an employee, if you're employee minded, you want to be employee, they want to pay you the least amount and make sure they get the most amount of work from you. And I remember this because when I was working, there was an account I did each and every Thursday where that account itself, it was like, what? Like they paid that company maybe $1,000 for me being there. $1,000 just for me just showing up there. Now that account, it normally takes like on average like a regular person, it probably take them like maybe 2.5 hours. But my boss constantly hounded me to make sure I only stayed there for 1 hour. So I had to rush. I had to like go above and beyond to make sure I was able to get in and out of that place. With 15 floors, doesn't matter, all the elevators, all the people using the service elevators and all that extra stuff, I had to make sure that that job was done. And if not, I had to let the boss know, hey, this is why I couldn't get it done within the hour time frame. They wanted to get the most amount and pay me the minimum amount. Now, of course, around that time, what, $17 an hour I was making. So they make for me doing that location, just that one location in a day, and within a day I'm able to I'm supposed to do like 24 locations. Just from that one location, they paid the company I'm servicing is paying my company $1,000, right? And I'm only getting $17 from that. Because that's what they want. They want to pay me $17. They want me to get it done in an hour so they can get their $1,000 and they gave me $17. Correct? But when you go to the owner, if you're an owner of that stock, they want their shareholders to make the most amount of money. They want their shareholders to keep investing in them. Now, once I saw this, I was like, hey, you know what? My thought process is wrong here. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. As an employee, I'm getting the least amount, but I'm putting the most physical work, while the shareholders of that stock, they just do some research, look at the company, see if they like it, and if they agree with what the company has to offer, they make money passively. Now, of course, there are risks, because that company can go down, that owner can lose money as well. Well, as far as if I'm working as an employee making that $17, it doesn't matter. As long as I showed up, they're getting their $1,000. Now, of course, there's risk levels to all this. And of course, this, like I said, this is just a bird's eye view. But the way I view income, or the way I view my income is as an owner. Yes, there are risks. There's generally more risk. But to be honest with you, I'm not fearing that, hey, what if this company fires me for something that has nothing to do with me? And yes, I did get let go. But I made sure I put stuff in place to make sure, hey, you know what? I'm still okay. I'm still okay. You know, one of the things is I feel like, hey, that was one of the best things they did was let me go, because I was actually losing money being there just for that safety net of guaranteed income. That safety net of guaranteed income. Now, let's say I didn't build nothing outside of that. Let's say I didn't build nothing for myself outside of the job I had. They let me go. Which one is more riskier? Which one is more riskier? The part that, hey, they let me go and I had to rush during the pandemic to find something else just to make sure I'm able to supply my needs for my life? I found that that risk is a little bit, having all my eggs in one basket was a little bit too risky for me. I'd rather take the risk of being an employer, whether it be owning my own business, whether it be owning stocks. I don't own stocks in the company I used to work for, no. Whether it be owning stocks. Within 2020, I probably made, as far as capital gains, unrealized gains and realized gains, just in the stock market, I probably, no, matter of fact, it's not. I know I made way much more just in the stock market of 2020. And of course, this could be due to, hey, everything was down and I bought in at the right time. It could be any of that factor. I'm not saying, hey, I'm going to be receiving that each and every year. I'm not saying I'm going to receive that this year. But even the capital gains, well, not even capital gains, the unrealized gains, which means I haven't sold yet, that I made so far this year is half of what I made at working a 9 to 5. And that wasn't even a 9 to 5. That was like a 6 to 9 or something, whatever it was. Okay? So I'm realizing that, hey, I'm not chasing money. I'm just in the pursuit of a goal. I have a goal, I'm pursuing the goal, and that's where the fun is. Like accomplishing goals. And yeah, there's some times where, hey, I got goals that I don't get to accomplish. But that's just the way I view money. I had a choice to make. I can either be an employee or I can be an owner. And I just decided to go with being an owner. Whether it be stock market, owning my own business, owning real estate. That's just the way I decided to go. And that's my mindset when it comes to being an employee. When it comes to money in general. That's just my mindset. Which side do you want to be on? I'm not letting you guys know, hey, you know what? Hey, some guys may prefer being an employee. I mean, hey, that more power to you. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just for the life I want to live, the life I want to provide, the legacy I want to build. I just had to go as far as being an owner. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys leave that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you guys check down the description below for some awesome free resources. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for the support, and have a beautiful day.